Okay, so let's just look at a few different regular expressions that look very similar and make sure we can tell the difference. So here's one, A star, B star. Here's another, A star plus B star. Here's a third one, which is A star, B star, the whole quantity starred. And here's the last one, which is A star plus B star, and that whole thing starred. And what I want you to do before you listen to any more of this video is just, or watch any more of this video, is just try and figure out what are the languages that each of these sets of strings represent. And we've gone over some of these in the first video, but anyway, okay? So let's start with this first one, A star, B star. That's really the same as A star dot B star, right? That's concatenate 0 or more A's with 0 or more B's, right? So what's this language? This is the language that has as many A's as you want, as many B's as you want, but the A's have to come before the B's. So I can write it like this. Let's see, there's a string of length 0. Here's one string of length 1. Here's another string of length 1. In terms of strings of length 2, I've got an AA, I've got an AB, and I've got a BB, right? But I don't have any with the B before the A. Strings of length 3, let's see, I could have 3 A's, or 2 A's and a B, or an A and 2 B's, or 3 B's, right? But I have to first specify all the A's, then all the B's, and they're concatenated one after the other. And so we'll just give that a dot, 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 right? Okay. On the other hand, if we talk about this one, A star, B star, star, right? What does this say? It says, do the same thing, but then mix it up some more, right? Take as many of these as you want. So effectively, I'm starring this giant thing, right? Which means I can take as many of these in any order as I want. And if you think about it, if I can take as many of these in any order as I want, if I just think about the A and the B by themselves in here, right? That means I can put these in any order that I want. So A star, B star, star, that actually turns out to be exactly the same as A plus B quantity starred, which is any old order that you want, right, of any of these things. So I've got, let's see, I have lambda, and then I have an A by itself, or those are the strings of length 1. In terms of strings of length 2, I've got AA, I've got AB, I've got BA, but in contrast to the first one, right, I also have BB, oops, no, the first one had BB. Ah, there you go, there's your contrast to the first one. I have BA, right? And then I have all strings of length 3, so I've got AAA, AAB, ABA, ABB. I'm just kind of doing them in almost, the order I count binary numbers. BAA, BAB, BBB, and then I'll give you your dot, dot, dots, okay? Now, let me just erase all of this because I want to write it a little bit more succinctly so we can get on to the red and the green ones. And let's erase the blue stuff here too. Right, and if I want to write this succinctly as a set, I can also use that more compact notation that we often use, where I say, like, this is the set A, B to the n, such that n is an element of n, right? And this second one is actually the set, let's see, it is A plus B to the n, right? So it's really any mixture. I'm not sure if I can do that in my shorthand notation. I think I should have left it all alone. Yeah, really, it's any combination of A and B in any order, right? So maybe we'll just write the beginning of that set again. So it's A, B, AA, AB, BA, BB, and so on, okay? If we look at this red one, the next one up here, we've got A star plus B star. Well, that's just any set that has just A's in it, unioned with, any string that has just A's in it, unioned with any string that has just B's in it, right? The shorthand way of writing that would be A to the n such that n is an element of the natural numbers, unioned with B to the n such that n is an element of the natural numbers. Notice that since these are two separate sets, it's kind of like having a local variable in programming. This n has nothing to do with that n, right? Another way that we could write this set, if I'm trying to write out this red set here, would be, I would say, let's see, there's strings of length 0, strings of length 1, strings of length 2, and so on. Okay. And finally, if we look at this last one, this green one here, it says take 0 more A's, union, the set has 0 more A's, union with the set 0 more B's, right? That's the inside here. But we've got this star on the outside. What does that star on the outside mean? Well, that star on the outside means take 0 or more of anything in here. And that's a way to construct one of the strings that's in the language. So if you want to talk about all the strings in the language, well, if you look at this, you could say this is just any pile of A's and B's again, right? So this is actually exactly the same as, as nothing that we've had on this page, but it is, there we go. It's the same as A plus B star, right? Okay, so now again, we've got, that's actually the same as A plus B, the whole thing starred, which is any old string in any order that's made up of A's and B's, including lambda.